Dude, Twitch is so weird. I feel like my existence on the internet is very odd. Because I'm like, I've definitely fallen off. No one knows who I am anymore. But I get like the same exact amount of viewers that I did 3 years ago. You know? It's just like back in the day, like my average viewers are like less because I do less like group shit and shit like that. And like movie nights. But we're bringing that shit up with Adventure Time, dude. Adventure Time kind of bringing my career back. But like also like I'm like, you know, like I used to have like Schlatt under my tweets. People were banking on me to like do something fucking crazy with my career, and my ass said, nah, bro. Every 2 weeks I gotta stop streaming for 3 weeks to work on a video. So I think despite that, my streaming side of my career, which is like it's like a sixth of my income. That is it's going alright. I thought you were gonna be the next big thing back in 2021. Yeah, bro, but you gotta be consistent. You gotta not be depressed. Actually, streamers are depressed. Last video I edited, like not for myself, I guess, because I have my own YouTube. I do that bullshit. Was probably Unpaid Intern, the last Unpaid Intern. Or the Mr. Beast podcast. I think it was the Mr. Beast podcast, Cold Ones. Yeah, the Mr. Beast episode. So it's been a bit. What are the other 5, 6th? I do some managing bull crap. I don't want to call it bull crap. It's fun, it's good. And actually, like, I did a lot of work yesterday. Wait, this song is like long and like I feel like I've never listened to it. Oh wait, no, I remember why it's long, because it's fucking DJ the Sabrina the Teenage DJ. I'm not gonna be going to Faye's 4th of July party. I'm probably gonna be here making a hot dog. I think that would be fun. Should I make a hot dog? How about hot dog boss or whatever the fuck the meme is? Well, I can't believe people said it flopped. Well, it did flop for what it was, because they couldn't figure out how to make people watch it. Because they would watch the stream, and that would have like the audio issues or whatever. It's like, oh, it's gonna buff out in the edit. But then the edit would take a little bit because they kind of wanted like a pretty condensed version of it. And so that would take a while, and then people would just watch the VOD throughout the couple weeks that I was making it, or like during the week or so that I was making it. So it would it would fizzle out. I guess it was like, I had like a week to work on it every time. And it would fizzle out. People are like, we've already watched this, bro. Why are you uploading this again? And that would flop. Even though that was like kind of the product they wanted. That's the intended, the final product. I will say though, my computer could not handle it. It couldn't handle all the cameras they were giving me. Premiere Pro was lagging and crashing all the time. And I started going on autopilot, and I didn't know how to edit it. And I was just like, I'm editing this low key because I couldn't experiment too much. Because I was like, you can't just try and like, oh, Control Z, 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 blah, 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 do all this shit and like kind of try different things. I'm just like, I'm beelining this edit, and it would always be like way too like, I don't know, there would be like little editing mistakes, and there would be some fucky bullshit with it. I thought the pre-recorded stuff was really good every time. I think I did really well with those. The like challenges, the Schlatt like taking care of the kids and everybody and like all that, like I think that was super fun to edit, and that was like very easy, nothing would crash. But then when it came to the live stream needing to make it into a YouTube video, that made me want to kill myself. And that was some of the reasons why, like, I wouldn't stream for like a week straight. And I still don't stream for a week straight sometimes. But we went to fucking Bureau, man. Zah. Did a lot more prezoh edits with mogul money. Yeah, because it was, I'm gonna be honest, this was a kind of a bad prezoh, like I don't know what the fuck sense I'm trying to say here. I was bad at managing my time, and I still am super bad at managing my time, but Ludwig would give me a week. It's like, oh yeah, from a week from now, like, try to get this edit done, and I would get to, and it was like, okay, so we would get to the day, it was like 11 a.m. I need this done. It would be like 2 a.m. and I'm like, I gotta start this. I gotta skip sleep and start this. And I would just finish it by like 10, and it was good. And then I would always get into some fucky problem, then I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm missing a whole file. I'm missing a whole audio file. You can't hear this one contestant. And then, because then you're admitting I just started 6 hours before I'm supposed to give it. And it's hard to admit. It's hard to admit for sure. But you have to, bro. You have to get that audio file for it to fucking be done at some point, man. And that's why you learn through those mistakes that when you get this footage, you spend a fucking day. You don't do anything else. You spend a day organizing everything into your lovely little timeline. Especially because it's like 7 camera angles. You do the multicam. You make sure all the audio sounds fucking good. And then that's where you start being like, I know everything else is going to be smooth sailing. So, no, I've always been like this. I talk about this like my ISU. I don't know if that's a thing. I've only heard it in the context of this one project. There's like 30 page, whatever the fuck, on the book Fight Club. I did all that 12 hours. And it was fucking good. I did so well on that. And I've never studied in my life. Never studied for a test. Sometimes that doesn't work. That does not work, bro. Sometimes you'll get a fucking D- on your chemistry test in 11th grade. It'll happen. Sometimes you'll get a D-. I don't think I've ever failed a thing. But sometimes you'll get a D- on a religion test, because apparently on the cheat sheet it said just mention Jesus a lot. Doesn't matter what you say, just make sure that his name is there a couple times. Like, that was the thing. She didn't know anything about the Bible. The teacher that I had, she was just like, I love Jesus. She you know, she was low-key like a Trisha Paytas type. I got a full-on F in my physics class my freshman year out of college, lol. That's okay. I think, have I gotten an F in college? No, I got one F in high school. I got an I, because for us it's R, and it's not anything fucked up. It means retiré. Right? Something like that. I got an R2. An R1, so, and you guys are gonna like shit yourselves at this. And you're gonna be like, oh, so clearly you actually failed. If you were like in a normal school, you would have failed so many times. 50% was a D-. Because it was Ontario. Everybody's shitting. Everybody has shat. And an R1 was like the 5%, it's like 45% to 50 or 49, and then R2 it's like you know, you get like 20, and then R3 it's like all the, you know, you just fucked it. That's what we got for some reason. But I didn't have to think. No, I didn't get an R2. I got a D-. Because he was such a piece of shit, but it was really funny thinking about it. He would like give the test back to everybody, And to the people specifically who did poorly, he would ask, how did you think you did? Like out loud for the whole class. Like the whole class was quiet. He's like, how did you think you did? What did you get? And then they'd be like, I think I got like a C-. He was like, D-. And it felt like it was low-key so like movie-esque. And I said, yeah, he gave me mine. He was like, well, how did you think you did? And I was like, R2. I was like, no, you got a D-. Don't worry. Don't worry, bro. You're chilling. Which I thought was sweet. I thought it was, you really gotta like, that's how you like win this interaction. And he had a big scar on his cheek. And every day he would like get like an argument with a student or whatever. He was kind of hot. He was pretty fucking hot. He had a scar, and then he would be in an argument with somebody. He was like, do you know how I got this scar? And then he would like make up this like crazy shit, and like there would always be like half the class that would believe it because he would just like get more into it every single time. It's like, this got to be the real story. Be like, yeah, dude, like that window, the reason why it's boarded up is because I like smashed my head in it. It was like a boarded up. It's like, what the fuck? That's what happened? It's like, no, bro, we just have like a board there. But I hated him because I don't think he understood that some of us don't listen. He would say all this bullshit. It was a 70-minute, by the way, this was, I guess he was doing history, her story. He was doing history. He would talk on and on about blah, 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 World War I, World War II. And my ass didn't realize that was going to come in handy when I'm like making some making references about, because I'm so dumb when it comes to history. I was so bad at listening to everything he was saying. He was interesting too. All the history people were like, this is the best history. He knows everything. He just knows everything. So he was just like, he was saying all this shit. And I just couldn't process any of it. And you weren't really like, I don't know, it was, I guess you could take notes, but you already had like a bunch of notes. And he would just pick at the person who seems as though they're not fully paying attention and kind of asking them like not a super difficult question, but one that like if you were listening 20 minutes ago, you would know the answer. And it pissed me off. So he got me so many times. And one time he like made me cry. I probably ended up majoring in history because my 9th grade history teacher was awesome. Fuck that motherfucker. No, I didn't actually cry. Sorry. That's the part of the fucking thing that I made up. That was my scar. That's what got me my ADHD accommodations, to be honest, because I would never be able to retain any info when it was given like that. I didn't even think about the idea. I never heard of ADHD. I thought like that was like an adjective. Like, oh, you're being so ADHD at the moment, bro. You're so ADHD, like it's a like cute little like foreign word. ADHD or something like that. Like you're so ADHD, What kind of happened? That kind of happened to me for my art history class. She's like the smartest and highest ranking art academician in Chile, and I loved her. Lantastic, please. And I loved her classes, but her evaluations were so fucking hard, and I failed that class because I couldn't finish them on time. Bro, I did like decent in history because it was all relying on cramming the morning of. Waking up at 6 a.m., being like, oh, and then going back to sleep until 7:30. And then going to school a little bit early to talk to the other stupid motherfuckers who are exactly like me and be like, all right, do you know this? And they're like, no, were we supposed to know this? It's like, yeah, bro. And then they're like, well, I've been like focusing on this. I'm like, I didn't know this shit was gonna be in this. It was a lot of that. Like every week there was so much of that. It's like, I've been spending all night watching Clint Stevens. So much of that. My 8th grade history teacher took my sketchbook and never gave it back. I still hold that grudge. Oh my fucking God. My math teacher, who was very attractive, but was also kind of in some scandals about, you know, hooking up with the 12th graders that became 18 years old. But these were low-key rumors by everybody at the same time. And potentially him a little bit. He would always look at my drawings and be like, holy fucking shit, this is crazy, you're insane. And it made me feel really good. And I guess he was just like, never mind. Cheers. But then I would go like, so like I was like, girl, you're a victim. He just said my drawings were nice. And he was like, your brother drew the craziest cars, and your sister, your sister's like clearly gonna be like the best artist of all time. Like he like knew my siblings. Ooh. I had an art history French teacher who's 1,000 years old and a genius. And knew everything about everything, and it was amazing. And I got so scared every day that he's gonna die. Oh, because he's 1,000 years old. Because he'll take so much insane knowledge with him. No, bro. He's an I forgot to get the pronouns. Him right at the end. No, bro. He's an art history and French teacher. Who's 1,000 years old, probably spent the entire life spreading that knowledge. You know what I mean? My 9th grade English teacher asked me to draw a dragon for him on our last class. He could keep at least one drawing. That's so fucking funny. It was probably such a sweet moment, but in my mind, it's just like, my teachers be like, can you draw me a dragon? Please, thanks. That's your last test. I submitted an Andy Samberg edit to my 7th grade video editing class, and it was so bad, but my teacher was like, yeah, I showed it to all my classes, and this hyperfixation hasn't let me live it out. Dude! Is that what you even said? Or is HypeFX like a editing class or something like that? Oh, I love this song. Dude, remember when I thought diagnosed was doxed? I got doxed in 11th grade or whatever. Oh, shit. I wanted to say something. It was so fucking awesome. No, wait. Oh, yeah. I did the same thing. Instead of doing, actually, I think my French teacher, this was the French teacher who got mad the previous year before she knew who I was in 9th grade. 9th grade is when she hated me because of the boob drawing that I've talked about a few times. That might be on my desktop, and maybe I can show. Let's see if this is actually a free country. Or if since Trudeau got kicked out, I'm gonna die. Ooh, okay. This is actually probably the fucking craziest drawing I've ever made in my life. I drew this in 9th grade. Look at this. Okay, no. This. Isn't this sick? Can y'all make that? She got really mad at me, and yeah, she went to back in the teacher's lounge or whatever. They framed it For the longest time. For the longest time. And every time she would see me, she was like, oh no, first day of class, because I got her the next year. She saw me, she was going through everybody, and she was like, oh, t'es Monsieur Dessin, toi? Which means you're Mr. Drawing? Which, like, doesn't really roll off the tongue that much. T'es woke, toi? Sorry, there's a first time chatter. This is really freaking me out. But it's like they're jumping into a conversation. And okay, and then the next year, one of the first, so we read a book. I don't think I've ever read a book in my life, I'm gonna be honest. Except for Goosebumps, but it was never for class. I loved Goosebumps. Oh, I actually did fucking read some Goosebumps for stream. Oh, and there was another one that I have to fucking Mr. Hughes was in it, but his nickname was Mr. Huge because he was giant. Whatever the fuck that means. That's all I remember from the book. Anyway. And I remembered that specifically because the whole time I was stupid at English because this was for English class. I said his name was Mr. Huggies because I didn't know that Ghes would do, like, Ughes would do Hughes. So my gay ass was like in front of the damn class being like, Mr. Huggies. And everybody's like, Mr. Huggies doesn't sound like huge. The fuck? Anyway. Yeah, first... the same thing happened. I made a fucking video, and they for the entirety, at least the entirety of my existence in the high school existing there, she would show the video that I made to every class to show this is a prime example of what you have to do, which was cute, and I could show you a little bit of it. It's on Facebook though. Wait, no, I may have downloaded it. It might have, whatever, it's fine. You guys know, you guys can find out my full name finally. Wait, let me just, stream. Maybe it's like bits. Maybe it's old videos. Is it this? No. That's not what I want to watch. I didn't download that one. Never mind. That was really scary. Y'all want to hear my voice?
Hey, what's up? It's been a while since I haven't made a video before, so
it's been a while since I haven't made a video before. Dude.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch this bullshit. I don't want to watch this bullshit. This isn't what she was showing in the class. This is not what she was showing in the class. When you still had your accent. Why did I get rid of it?
I'm gonna talk to you guys.
Dude, that kind of sounded like Trevor Montesquieu, dude. And talk to you guys.
Talk to you guys. I'm gonna talk to you guys.
Oh shit, dude. I've always wanted to be an awesome YouTuber that makes awesome videos, man. If she could see me now, you know what I mean? Da 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 da. Wait, do you mean aga penis? Now train your AI voice off that video.
Let's go in my room.
You can go in my room.
And what?
Y'all want to see my
The hell?
My YouTube intro back in the day? Ooh, dude, I'm actually doxing the where I lived. Look at this.
Hi, I'm Dave Prezoh. Dave Prezoh.
I can't do that. I can't do this. But I was trying, man. I was trying as a fucking 12-year-old, or I think it was 2009. Was I 12? Yes. 11 or 12. So, we can't watch more of that, bro. It's not allowed on Twitch. It's actually so cool that you've always been this way. It is like, oh man, I was talking about this with Beth. Most of your, oh no, I don't think I was talking about this with Beth. I think Lord talked about this. Most of the creation of your being is made in the first like fucking 6 years of your life. That's why you can't just like kick, you know, children around. Cause like it's such a, you know, whatever the fuck. Yeah, that would be bad. Cheers. Oh. Did I miss much? Honestly, this just chatting session has been fun. But you know what you're not gonna be missing if you're staying for the rest of the fucking stream is some awesome Adventure Time that I might do. I don't know if I'm starting now. That's why I still like Miley Cyrus. Exactly. I don't know if I'm starting it now or if I should do a little bit of Mario Kart, or if people are gonna leave from Mario Kart because everybody's been playing Mario Kart. It might be dead. No, it's not dead. It's not dead. I still want to do like big lobbies, but I don't know if it can be like let's do some quick Mario Kart for 30 minutes. I think I heard a new Miley Cyrus earlier at work and it wasn't bad. Dude, new Miley Cyrus album was good. It was sexy. It was hot. Yay! Crazy. I don't think I've ever seen the game once yet. Have you been keeping it or are you just not a big Twitch watcher? You just watch Asmongold, or what's your deal? What do you do? Oh my god, I thought I just saw like my naked self, but it was just someone else's naked self. I made the decision to not. You still have time to make a horrible decision, monetary decision. You know what I mean? Oh, this song. I think if everybody, we should strike Nintendo until they undo the evil decision they made. If I don't have a Switch 1, should I get a 1 or 2? I think you should get 2. Is that fucked up to say? Am I ruining your gay ass life? Because the Switch 1, I don't think is probably going on sale to an extent, but like, I don't know. I'm having a hard time. I don't know what's even on the Switch 1 anymore. Just get 2 ones. Ready? Two is backwards compatible and runs so much better. Yeah, it is like kind of just like they were like, okay, actually Loki, the Switch 1, we made a lot of mistakes. We're gonna make a much better product now. That was Lord looking at melodrama and making solar power and Virgin. Cheers. I keep listening to only this version, and it's fucking recorded at Electric Lady Studios. You could probably wait and get a good used too. I fuck with motherfuckers calling that shit a 2. Ah man, I'm about to buy a 2. Hey, can you just hand me that 2? Big 2. Oh shit, dude. Ooh. I didn't have anything. I was gonna say like should I do something drastic? I'm not gonna make that joke. People die every day due to one of the worst addictions. That addiction being suicide. And nothing to joke about. I'm not gonna do a damn back. Oh, I have a bit I want to think about. I forgot it. Excuse. Getting real deep today. Me to my boyfriend when he was like, let's put it all in. Let's put it all in. And I was like, all right, I'll try. That's a true story, by the way. That's why the stream was late. Man, this is making like any conversation sad. This ain't sad, bro. It's a lie. Hey, thank you guys for the follows. Is someone talking about me or something? Wait. Aga? I love these random Lord tweets on my... Wait. Shatterino, gotta go over... This song made me cry today. I love like when a banger make you cry. I saw this. Wait, I can't believe I saw this. Wait, does that mean there's only like 1,000 of us that have listened to this album and we're all being fed the same tweets? Mommy, I don't like clear blue. I've seen this. I have seen that. Clear blue being the kind of the let me try to think of how to say this person's name. Imogen Heap. Yeah, I said 100 different things. Imogen. I'm Imogen. Okay, you're saying nope, foof? Can you tell me how to fucking pronounce I? Alright, I'll leave you alone.